Hello, Future Brent here, editing this in after I finished editing the rest of the episode. I want to leave a quick message before the episode begins. My school year is soon to start. Because of this, I have already moved back into my dorm. I plan on recording future episodes within my room as well as in my school's media center. Additionally, being at school will allow me to interview more students around. This episode was recorded around a week ago with a friend of mine from my hometown. We recorded for a long time, so I hope you're able to enjoy around an hour plus of audio. Also, I plan on making any future episodes an hour long or more, if possible. Also, I want to say that around the 5 minute 30 mark to the 11 minute 30 mark, there is a bit of fuzzy audio. Apologies if it hurts your ears or whatever. Without further ado, I would like to start the show. Thank you for listening. Hello and welcome to this episode of TheBRoadAhead. I am your host Brent and I am being joined by a special guest today. Want to introduce yourself?
Hey there, I am Ryan.
Hi Ryan.
Hi, Brent.
Ryan is my friend from middle school and elementary school for most of my childhood.
Oh yeah, way back first grade.
Yeah, he was one of the first kids I ever met in school. Ryan, would you like to give a small spiel about yourself?
Okay. I'm big into technology. I tried a lot of things like modeling and 3D modeling, not personal
Not
modeling.
real life poses or anything?
No. I play a lot of games, but other than that, I mean, I'm pretty interested in school, I guess.
Good to hear.
Yep.
Okay. I brought Ryan onto this podcast because he is one of the... Why did I bring you onto this podcast?
That's a good question.
I brought you onto this podcast because you are one of my middle school friends. We haven't talked in a while, so I think it's a good time to catch up as well as just to learn more about each other.
That's very true.
Up until freshman year, we had been together ever since first grade or so. Then I moved away to different high school. He stayed in the same high school. But we're still in the same neighborhood area, so we can occasionally meet up. And also we contact each other on Discord. So I guess I'll get into questions if you're fine with it.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. The first question that I plan on asking everyone is, if you could make a signature ice cream flavor named after you, what would be in it and what would you call it?
Okay, so I put a lot of thought into what I would put into it. I didn't think of the name very well. I'm not too creative with that, but we'll come up with something on the spot. So I think easily first thing I got to do mint. Really like mint. I think that can say a lot about a person too. But
They love eating toothpaste.
exactly. I love toothpaste. I'd also put chocolate in there because you got to have chocolate. So like a mixture of mint chocolate. Now that already exists, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't have the chips in it because personally I don't really like textural difference. Plain blank slate here. Like you give me something, I'll say vanilla.
When you eat ice cream, do you chew it or you just let it simmer in your mouth, let it melt, I guess?
I chew it.
Okay, yeah. No, I chew it too. So
I feel like both ways of eating have been judged very heavily.
yeah. Or lick it like a little toddler.
I used to do that back as a kid because my teeth were super sensitive. It's because of all the toothpaste.
Good thing you had mint ice cream to help
Exactly.
substitute for the toothpaste, I guess.
I think for the name, I would call it Mocklet. Mint chocolate. Very creative.
The Mocklin from that one Star Trek parody show that goes, you've seen that meme is 500 cigarettes.
I can't say I have.
Okay.
I know. Not chronically online enough.
That was the end of the first question. Now we'd like to go to our small little segment that will occur throughout this episode in which we'll play a little game and a little friendly competition and keep tally of who wins the most. So, Ryan, I told you we're going to play a special game today. Based on all the games we've ever played together, do you want to guess what game that is? It's not a game that will surprise you, but it will surprise you in some way.
I have a feeling it's going to be some sort of Jeopardy or trivia on things.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. The last episode I played Street Fighter with my older brother because we like Street Fighter a lot.
Okay.
Is there any game that we played together that you think, or any game within that genre that you think I would pull on you in a surprise?
Would it be Super Smash Bros?
It will not be.
Okay, that's good. We played Street Fighter ourselves once. We played Mario Party once.
Okay. Well, it's none of those games.
Okay.
So, want me to say the answer?
Yeah, sure.
We are going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night on 50-20 mode, and we're going to see who survives the longest in the night.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
I bought the game yesterday. Well, it's free on Steam.
it's free.
Yeah. So, where's the game? There it is. We're going to see how long we can each survive, and whoever lasts the longest within that round gets the point.
I can tell you how this one's gonna end already.
All right. We'll see you at the finish line. We're back. End the first round of Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night.
I won.
He won. I got out in 3.9 seconds. He got out in 14. Do you want to describe your victory? What was your strategy?
Okay, so you see, you went first, and you got the control menu. I didn't get that, so I just spammed buttons, and then
You close all the doors immediately.
somehow, I honestly don't know.
You don't even, you didn't even check your monitor. Or
I just had that sense for it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I can go into my next question now. The question is, can you describe your earliest memory you have of me?
Oh, okay. Well, it might be a little bad for your image.
Oh,
But
this story.
the first earliest memory I have of you is probably when you punched me in the nose and gave me a bloody nose.
A core memory.
Core memory, truly. For some explanation, so you don't look like my first bully.
You had bullies before me?
Sure, no. We were outside, right under an overhang, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I want to say...
It was outside, but there was like we're like in like a little like patio, like pavilion style.
Yeah.
Entrance, I guess.
And then I want to say we were playing some sort of make-believe fighting game, as first graders do.
I was thinking like Cops and Robbers?
It was something, I don't know. But
anywho,
I think you were amped, and you were getting like some fist
I
punches
was punching
going.
in the air. I was like,
punching
yeah,
the air.
Poo.
Absolutely ready.
And then you're like, hey, I'm gonna walk right in front of you, pal.
I'll walk right in front of you. And boom. My nose easily bled too at the time. I had a lot of issues with that, so.
What exact issues, if you can, like?
I honestly don't know, because they just kind of went away on their own.
Like cartilage or something, or like?
It could have been that. I lucked out. I didn't have to get any surgery, nothing.
Huh.
Just someday it just stopped, but like my nose was so sensitive. One time I tapped my nose and it started bleeding.
She'd like save that for like school, like before a test. Like, all right, kids, pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Yeah, gone. Need to go to the nurse's office.
I need to go to the nurse's office. By the way, after that, we became best friends or something.
Well, we were friends before that.
Yeah, we talked a bit, like, but that was like that what really brought us together.
Yeah, well, like we were friends. We weren't like great friends at all. Yeah.
Oh, and like, so like during that incident, so I punched you. You're like, you noticed like blood started trickling.
Yeah.
You started like crying, I guess, a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was in first grade.
Yeah, you were in first grade, obviously.
6.
Yeah, and then like I, being the gentleman, noble guy I am, I ran away to the nearby like playground on a bench, acting like I was here the entire time.
Really? I don't remember that.
Cause you were crying, like I just like ditched you and like ran, and like I was like gonna be like waiting there until anyone can like vouch for me and saying like, hey, I've been here the entire time. But then like other kids ran up to me because they witnessed me punching you and running away. They like, hey, he's right over here. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that sucks. I wasn't even there for that. Kids were just running past me, I think. Scared.
After that, recess ended, I guess. And then like I went inside. I was crying as well, like in like the homeroom, in Miss Hernandez's homeroom. I was like bawling my eyes out. And then one science or art class later, the teacher like told me, Bren, please report to the principal's office. And then you were there as well.
Yeah.
We had to explain to the principal's office what exactly happened. And like you were like also like we were like basically recreating the quote unquote fight.
Yeah.
In which like, so I was doing this and then I came up here, then he hit me, blood started falling. And like then it was like, okay, you may go now. Did you have any like other repercussions from this or any like consequences that arise?
I almost did. So from the reenactment that Miss Hernandez gave my mother, I was the
Your
perpetrator.
mother was there?
No, she wasn't there, but Miss Hernandez had informed my mother, obviously, because she was the teacher. I was the perpetrator in that situation. So I almost got in a lot of trouble at home.
Oh, because I think I cried in her homeroom, so she thought I was the victim.
That may have been it. Yeah, no, Hernandez also just wasn't. She didn't like me. She was a bad teacher.
Bad teacher.
Bad person. No. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Later on that year, Christmas time, and I got a call from fucking Santa Claus. It's like, oh, I heard you punched a kid in the nose. That's no good, young man. Oh, don't do that ever again, or you end up on my naughty list. And like, it's like, who did you hire for this? It's like mom's like, come over here. I got a call for you.
I don't think you ever told me about that.
Yeah, and then like, I also received I unwrapped like a paper like letter during Christmas Day, and like it was like, don't make another mess in school again. Like, why are you doing this to me? Oh boy.
Yeah, were they not there? Did Hernandez not tell them that I was the one who did it?
Nice like.
Oh, that's great. That's hilarious.
Oh boy. Want to play a second round of FNAF Ultimate Custom Night?
Sure.
Alrighty, we'll be back. Back from the second round. I won. I lasted for 2.6 seconds. Ryan lasted for 0.9.
You already know.
Which is like
I think Phantom Marionette or something.
Nightmare.
Nightmare Marionette, yeah. Nightmare Marionette. I don't know.
He's a run killer.
Instant jump scare.
The game started. He literally like got out immediately with no chance to react.
Yeah. It was there as I opened.
Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is, what drove you to remain friends with me or remain in contact with me throughout these years?
That's a good question. So I think the reason that, we had stayed friends all through middle school because we had a lot of classes together, I want to say.
We were the smart kids, so we had the advanced math.
Yeah, super advanced math, super smart. Geniuses over here. So...
Yeah, we learned, like, slopes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think a lot of my friends, because they weren't in those, like, advanced classes, even if I was arguably better friends with them than I am with you, we weren't in the same classes, so,
Yeah.
We didn't really interact much. And I want to say freshman year of high school, did we have any classes together?
Second semester we had biology.
That's true. And I know we had lunch together for a portion of time. I don't know. I guess we just kind of stuck together. I don't know.
We do have the Discord server that we still use to like contact each other.
Yeah.
It hasn't been very active lately. I mean, like sometimes I like pop a question in or like say like, yo, what's up, guys? When does your school break start or whatever? And like, yeah, you guys want to play Lethal Company? Stuff like that.
I'm guessing it'll get more active during the school year.
I'll try my best. I mean, and also like it struggles like due to like availability as well as what games people have to them with them, I guess. Is there anything else? Any other comments you want to add? I guess or like regarding freshman
year. That was rough. Do we have a question on that? I think.
I don't have any question, but like, do you like? I had a question like formulated. It was like, but how did I break the news to you that I was gonna switch to a different high school?
Oh yeah. I think you just told me like straight out.
Do you remember like the situation? Because I remember like talking to like Joaquin. I like had to like find the right time and like I had to like I walked home with him one day and I had to like give him like the letdown, I guess.
Yeah, I want to say you just like gave me a Discord message. I think it was just that because I mean that was over the summer, right?
Well, I learned about it like January.
Oh no. I think you had told me that you were potentially going there first, and then since I was already kind of in the know, you just told me you were like, oh yeah, I made it.
It's official. I'm leaving.
I want to say something like that.
Yeah, and I guess on my Snapchat I posted that hey, I will be moving to a different high school, and like the whole thing, but like you don't have Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't have Snapchat.
Because like just recently you got Instagram.
Yeah.
Want to play a third round of Ultimate Custom Night?
All right.
back from the third round. I won again.
Yeah. You'll never guess how I died.
I lasted like 8 seconds. You two, like you three.
Yep.
The same guy got us both.
Yep.
The strat. We figured out the strat for 50-20 mode. Don't open up your monitor and close all doors immediately. And then, I don't know how to turn on the flashlight.
I think it was Z.
Yeah, Z. And then just don't interact with the guy.
The guy.
That goober.
The killer. Yeah,
And
that's
then
got to
behind
be
the
the
slaughter.
strat. That's got to be the strat. At least for surviving at least 15 seconds. But
Yeah.
we haven't gotten that lucky, have we?
Your first ever attempt, you got 14 seconds. We have not graced the 10-second barrier ever since.
I know. No man's land around the 10-second area.
All right. My next question for you is, what was your best year of middle school and why?
Okay, best year.
For you, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be 8th grade. That was quarantine. But
There's some reason it stuck out the most to me because that was like the most like locked in I was, I'd say.
really,
Or like,
I was the exact opposite. But we're not going for worst here. We're going for best. So, best year may have been 5th grade for me. Teachers were pretty good. You know, I had a lot of fun classes, I want to say. Dissected an owl pellet. That was real interesting. I started actually learning more about like
5th grade was
math and whatnot.
that was like, they changed the entire like curriculum or whatever to like make 5th grade consider like middle school.
Yeah, I think that was our year.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, we had a different location for like classes and whatever. We had that weird hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And that like
the side hallway.
Yeah. It's connected to like the kindergartner, like preschool or something.
Yeah, preschool, daycare.
Yet also like next to like 6th, like the middle school like part. So like we were in the middle.
And then we shared the bathroom with them. Or kind of. We didn't actually share the bathroom with them, but it was very close, and I think they used their bathroom from time to time.
Yeah.
It was,
you can sometimes like a kid will like pop in, you can see like his like in the urinal like bare ass hanging out, like pants pulled down all the way.
Awful. There were some incidents there in that bathroom, I want to say.
I think oh my god! I just had like
it's a little graphic for the.
I just had a brain blast
podcast,
about the.
I want to say, but.
Oh my god! I just like mapped out the entire bathroom in my head right now. Like,
yeah, me too.
Oh, and it had like a weird like texture. I don't know describe like a weird texture to that bathroom. Or like I don't know, surprisingly clean
for a while.
Yeah,
until the 5th graders got to it.
Do you remember like any special events that happened that year? You said owl pellets.
5th grade, we had that like the business thing, right?
The entrepreneur fair.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I made some weird disc toss game that got like no money. I wasn't a very good businessman.
Copycat. I was a ring toss guy. I had a ring toss mini.
Okay, well I tossed discs like what's that game? Beanbags game.
Cornhole.
Cornhole. That's the one. But instead of cornhole with beanbags, it was a wooden disc, and it was a lot smaller.
Where did you get the wooden disc from? Did you make them your own? Or?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people had to like. It was an entrepreneur fair. People had different kind of like businesses. Yet some had like produced goods. Others produced fun games and activities. All the materials were either like bought from a store or like homemade, I guess.
Yeah, for the most part. I think you had to make it by yourself, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or you were supposed to, at least.
Or like, I mean, I didn't really make mine. I just like took a bunch of like old recycled bottles and like shower curtain rings and like used that.
That's good enough. It's good enough.
It worked, yeah.
Did you get much business?
I got a fair amount. I don't know if like it was to like location like allowed me to like have a lot of like people walking in.
Yeah.
As well as just like reputation among younger grades or whatever.
I think for me, I was just talking to people for most of the time. I think honestly, I may have gotten like 4 customers that whole time. It was pretty disappointing.
Do you remember what part of the multi-purpose room you were located in?
I was on like the stage area.
Same.
I was like top left, right by the doors.
Oh, well, I was like second most to the right. Did you have any like, what were your prizes you had, if you remember? Because there were like some.
Yeah, I think it was mostly candy, I want to say. But I don't know. I can't fully remember what I gave out. I
gave away like stuffed animals that I had like from like Dave and Buster's or whatever. I gave away like nearly my entire Five Nights at Freddy's collection.
Oh.
I also had like I bought like 3 like light up fidget spinners.
Oh.
For like they were dirt cheap when I bought them,
yeah.
but like I gave them away. And there's like a one fond memory I have like when I gave away one of them is that like I was bored while at the entrepreneur fair, so I opened up one of my fidget spinners, started playing with it. Then I realized, oh crap, that was one of the raffle prizes because I had a raffle side business to help make more money.
Oh,
And then so I had to give the fidget
gambling
spinner.
at a young age.
Yeah, I had to give away the fidget spinner to like a fourth grader, and like thing is, it was already open, so I couldn't give him like the package and everything, like show like it's brand new. I had to give him the fidget spinner and like I just spun it for him, like ta-da, it works. And it just stuck with me.
I remember a fidget spinner. Core memory. It's a little off topic, but it's short.
I got them like a year after they were popular. Like,
Seriously? Oh, I was at.
it
a
was during like
carnival
fourth
once.
grade when I like maybe like
Was it?
truly peaked. I think.
That was true. I think yeah. Yeah, I was at a carnival though once, and I was doing like a balloon dart thing, and I think I did like 3 times to try and win a fidget spinner, but the third time, my mom was upset that I had spent so much money and I hadn't gotten it yet. But I was like, what if we just do it one more time? It'll only cost like $3. So then my mom said, no, we're gonna go to Walmart and just buy a fidget spinner.
Oh my god.
But we bought it for $5, and in her mind it was cheaper because
You
it was less in total. But like it was,
She didn't know. She thought you were not gonna win. So
yeah. But I think it was guaranteed no matter what. That was that was the thing. It was so much cooler. It probably wouldn't have worked though, if I'm being totally honest.
What was the design for the fidget
It,
spinner?
it was one of those like sharp razor blade type looks.
I
And it
had
was silver. It looked really cool.
I had to get I got one of the cool ones with 4 weights in it, and then instead of 3.
Wow, fancy pants.
And like a funny thing happened. Like I dropped it and like it chipped a bit on the outside, so like none of the weights like fell out or anything, but like it like changed it in a way so like if you spun it, it would stop a lot quicker.
Oh,
And like you can pop out the weight like more easily because like the plastic frame was like slightly
Yeah.
damaged.
I think I still have my old fidget spinner.
I do too. I think
Good memories of that.
I should probably like put it in like a bin or something for like Andy's like toy collection from like Toy Story 3.
Or get that on a display case.
When I get famous, I can auction it off for like
Yeah.
10 bajillion gazillion dollars.
My young fidget spinner,
Yeah,
only 50 years old.
and only been used 3 times. Cause you can't. All right, fidget spinners, you buy them and you use them like for like a good like 10 minutes. And you realize, hey, I don't see any more purpose of having this on hand.
Yeah,
I mean, like you can learn like fidget spinner tricks.
Mhm.
But,
but that's it. I mean, for the people that they're made for, like people who need to fidget.
they're never
not-
for people who fidget.
Well, that's
they're for the cool kids.
yeah, that's who buys them typically. But like for the people who they're made for, they can't even use them anymore because they basically got banned in every school, and they make so
Yeah.
much noise. It's just a distraction more than anything.
Now they have like fidget cubes.
Yeah, and those are also really noisy. Like just tap your foot like everybody else does. No.
I remember seeing like some kids around with like fidget cubes or whatever at school.
Yeah, that was big. I do remember those. I think I saw one recently
I
too.
think Joaquin had one. Maybe.
I'm trying to think because those usually though they were like pulling out a pack of gum. The second you pull out a fidget cube, everybody
Whoa!
around you's like, "Oh my god, is that a fidget cube?"
But like nowadays, if someone pulls it out, you can get bullied. I guess.
Oh yeah, they're gonna grab the fidget cube, shove it down your throat or something. Who even knows?
Haha! Like monkey in the middle. It's you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Give it back! No.
Better have the height advantage in that situation.
Yeah, or just punch a kid in the nuts. Okay.
Perfect level.
Want to play a third round of Street Fighter? Not Street,
Street
Fighter.
Fighter.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Want to play a third round? No, it's fourth. Want to play a fourth
Yeah,
round
fourth.
of Five Nights at Freddy's?
All right.
Here we go. I won that one.
Only by a bit.
We finally got the highest score yet, 18.5 seconds. You got 3.5 seconds.
That's like a 2-second difference.
That maths correctly, yeah.
Yeah, advanced classes.
What math are you taking, by the way?
I'm taking BC next year.
Oh, sweet. Did you?
I took AB last year, but I kind of like held myself back technically in a way.
Are you supposed to take BC after AB?
I guess technically that's like the way that you
Huh.
would go, but it's not typical. I just kind of chose like really easy classes next year, which probably wasn't the greatest bet, but
I mean,
whatever.
For like your college, like school transcript
Yeah,
or
for
whatever.
transcript it doesn't look
But,
great,
like-
but for actual stability in life,
Yes, mental health.
mental health, yeah, it'll probably help a lot. Not to mention, I'll just maybe enjoy school this year, hoping. Well, no, honestly,
Well,
I've got
like-
some cool classes.
Yeah, senior year's like supposed to be like more like the lightest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the fun
Workloads.
year, you know?
because you're like gonna leave the next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It's either like your sophomore or junior year that's the hardest.
Yeah. That definitely checks
Also
out.
depends on like how like college savvy you are, like how like ready you are.
That's true. And
I'm not ready.
I think I've gotten a decent transcript, and that's a lie to myself, but whatever.
At least, can I ask what you're majoring in?
I want to do computer science.
Okay, yeah. You have lots of experience beforehand with like like both courses as well as like internships or like
Oh yeah.
yeah, that
Big
really
tech
helps.
Intern here.
But yeah, I'm thinking of like majoring. I think in accounting or business administration. The thing is though, I have like no like motive behind it or like nothing that like backs the claim that I'm interested in it in any way.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's hard to like write, I guess, like or like in like if I'm gonna interview it or like I have to write an essay about.
I
like,
want money.
Yeah, like
It pays well.
don't be honest in your college essays, kids, because that will kill you.
Yeah.
I guess you already talked about it a bit. Like, what's your worst year of middle school?
Oh
And
yeah.
why?
Definitely 8th grade quarantine. That had me messed up.
In what ways?
In every way, I want to say. Personally, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but not a great time for me. It was also just so happened to be the first time I ever slept through a class, and it was geometry.
When you say slept, oh,
I mean, genuinely slept through. I was on the ground doing my
were you in the meeting?
Yeah,
It
I
was
was
a
in
Zoom
the
meeting?
It was the mid Zoom meeting. I decided
You
to go on the
conked out.
ground to lay down just because it would be like more comfortable.
Camera off, I'm assuming.
Yeah, camera off. I wake up, my mom kicking me in the leg, seeing if I died or if I'm about to die for sleeping. I've yet to see her let go of that.
She still brings it up.
Yeah, she's probably the past like month she's brought it up at least once.
Here's the weird thing, like, being, it'd be way awkwarder if, like, the geometry teacher was still in the Zoom call, like,
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
100%.
Like, hey, are you still here? You have any questions you want to ask me?
No, I don't think she.
Oh, I'm
cared that
sorry, I
much.
fell asleep. Huh? Left the meeting.
I think I had my blanket too at the time because it was pretty cold, so that's probably why I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But I've never slept through anything else before, ever.
Have you ever, like, skipped a day of school in an accident? Like, not only in 8th grade, like, in any...
Just like I totally forgot. Oh, this is school.
Or, like, you wake up late, like, for high school or whatever.
No.
I mean, you usually have, like, parents around to, like, help.
Yeah, I haven't been in a situation where I have to wake myself up and catch the bus.
Yeah.
I usually get driven, so I'm lucky for that, gotta say. Because otherwise, I would 100% end up sleeping through like half the days.
At my boarding school, like, the situation... Usually, like, twice or 3 times a year, me and my roommate would accidentally sleep in slightly, but it's usually because like weird like alarm clock difficulties. Like
Oh yeah.
we accidentally muted, we accidentally switched the power went out or something in the night, so like it reset the alarm clock, or like we switched AM and PM or some other nonsense, or like sometimes we literally just like sleep through it. We have like now we have like 4 alarm clocks set. Like I have my watch, my phone, his phone, as well as the alarm clock.
Yeah, I get that.
So like he was like quadruple protected.
They don't have like security guards coming down 7 in the morning banging on the doors.
There is a policy, or like if you are not in your classes and like they believe you're still in your rooms, they will have a security guard enter the dormitory hall and like bang on your door to help you get up.
Makes sense.
Hasn't happened to me yet.
That's nice. They don't like trigger the fire alarm. This kid hasn't gotten to class yet.
Don't
Pull
get
the
like
fire
a
alarm.
battering ram knock down your door. Nah. Luckily, I think junior year I only slept in once, and during that time it was I had a off mod, meaning like there was no teacher that day, so or like that first class, so I was able to like avoid like accidentally skipping a class.
That's good. Lucked out on that one.
Yeah. What other ways like did you like believe like your 8th grade year was like the worst? So like,
Well, if we're going to talk about genuine content, like just what school's meant to be, where you learn, I didn't do that. Like,
yeah,
I had French, right? We didn't do anything in French. I was in band. Didn't do anything in band.
I'm kind of happy, but like also like we only had like weird projects
That's
in
true.
8th grade year.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of happy about that at the same time. There was also, I want to say, yeah. It was English. I got moved down to my 6th grade teacher for English.
Well, she not moved down. She's like she went up, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, actually, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
We
She was nice though.
Yeah, she was nice.
And we had this class together as well.
The curriculum was terrible. Did we?
We had to write. There was a topic of like one of the topics was like satire, and we wrote a stupid essay about birds or whatever.
I can't fully remember. All I remember from that class, really, we studied Romeo and Juliet, but instead of studying it, we had to memorize the intro, and whoever could say the intro the best
not studying.
Got bragging rights.
That's like bragging rights.
Exactly.
That's just pretty sure like a theater kid.
Exactly. That's what it was. Very dumb. I don't remember much of it except for that they said in Fair Verona where we lay our scene. That's all I remember.
More than me, because we haven't done Romeo and Juliet.
And I think we read some verses from it, but that was about it.
Did they make you watch the movie?
No. Oh, but we did watch what was that called? Like Battle for Rwanda or something?
Hotel Rwanda. The Don Cheadle movie.
And it seemed really good, but I wouldn't know because I really only saw like half the movie because it was moving at like 2 frames per second.
Oh.
Yeah, I got like a couple of the frames. Maybe like 4 of them in total.
But we watched that for our social studies class. Yeah. Social studies was fine. We did the Constitution test. We had the Constitution studying.
I was worried about that at the time.
I think I got an A+ on that. Did you?
I think I did too, but I was worried I was gonna fail and not get to graduate.
You fail this, you can graduate if you
Which is that even true?
They said everyone passes at least. So
I don't know. I was terrified for it. That's all I know.
What others? Remember like Mr. What was Mr. Yena's class?
Stealth.
Oh, STEM health.
That was great. We made drones in that. That was actually really fun. We made
drones. Drones were fun, yeah.
Yeah, we got those drone kits.
I don't know how that connects to health in any way.
Well, STEM and health. He was teacher for both.
Well, I forget what was the health aspect.
I don't remember when we actually did the health.
We had sleep presentations, if you remember, but I don't know if that was 7th grade.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. What I do also remember, because this is when I got into using Blender.
That was, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Tinkercad.
Yeah, Tinkercad. But in 8th grade, they wanted us to model our house. Yes. Not our house, in Tinkercad.
A fake house.
Yeah, I asked him if I could use Blender, and
it's like, whoa, that's too advanced for you, kid.
No. He said, yeah, sure, go ahead. And it was the worst presentation ever because it was just screenshots because I didn't have Blender on my MacBook. So I couldn't.
Our school gave us MacBooks to use in the class. I still kept mine. Did you keep yours?
Yeah, I still have mine. My mom uses it to watch TV. Well, she does it.
It's weird. I transitioned to Windows for high school, I guess, and like switching back to the MacBook, like it has a weird feel to it now, or like trackpad sensitivity or whatever.
That
like
makes sense.
Keyboard size.
They certainly are different.
My computer was like bugged or something, or like I don't know if I overcharged it or whatever, because like the battery would make it die at like 90% or something, or it said 90% when it died. I don't know if that meant it was at 90% or like 90% was considered 0% or whatever. Because like throughout like the entirety of the day, it would still be at 100 until it started like going down to like 99. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta stop soon. Ooh. So that's why I kept my laptop at like zero brightness all the time, because I thought that would help like lower the amount of energy used or whatever.
I mean, it kind of does.
I think it does, but like not like to
so much.
Yeah,
it does definitely help though.
Anywho, once I got it checked out, once I got got it looked at by like the tech department, that guy was nice, by the way.
Yeah, I remember seeing him like once, I think.
Yeah, you don't need to see him a lot because like it's just for tech stuff. He like checked it, I guess, and he like did some weird like settings to it where like every time I open my laptop, it reboots to like default settings now. So if I want to like use dark mode or like switch the trackpad sensitivity to better match my speed or add like hot corners or whatever, I had to redo that every single time.
That sucks.
And like I still have it right now on my laptop, and I think maybe like some like weird like I can't like even change or anything. It's weird. Oh yeah, remember when Mr. like the stealth class or whatever? We had a weird like esports unit that lasted till the end of the year or like end of the semester. You don't remember? Like
I'm trying to remember it.
They set up monitors within the library, and they had like 10 Nintendo Switches or whatever. And for some ass reason, we played Mario Kart in the library for like during like stealth class.
I guess I wasn't a part of that because I was remote.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
But like they made like it was like during like second semester or so, like we were like just playing it like every day for some reason. I somehow sucked at it even though I'm a Nintendo kid. Eric won, I think, the esport like Mario Kart tournament bracket. That was on the last day of school. Oh, also on the last day of school. I don't know if you were in my class. We had Miss Cagle. I made her class on the last day of school watch. What was it? We watched Good Burger. Yeah, they asked for a movie recommendation. No one knew what to watch. As the teacher was pulling up the Netflix catalog, I saw Good Burger. I was like, "Let's watch Good Burger." And it's like, okay, sure. And like everyone had to watch Good Burger. So, to the 2021 class of my middle school, I formally apologize for making you sit through Good Burger.
I've never watched Good Burger myself.
Well, we will have something forward to look. We have something
Yeah.
to look forward to in the next episode or something.
I'm a little afraid here where we're sitting right now, you know?
Oh yeah, we're recording in our we're recording the theater in my house. Sadly, the projector doesn't work.
Oh, sweet. No Good
But
Burger.
yeah, but this room should have good acoustics or like silent proof walls, or noise proof walls. Whoa. Do you have any other like comments you have about eighth grade year?
You know, not really. I thought I'd have more on that.
It content wise, it was the least,
Yeah, for sure.
but also like it was eighth grade year, so you would remember more than like seventh grade, I'd say, or like sixth.
Yeah, to an extent, but I also don't remember much from back then.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I mean, because we're growing up, we're making new
Yeah,
memories, and they
yeah.
replace the old.
That's how that works.
When's the last time you've been in? This is like, when's the last time you've been like in contact with like, or like, when's the last time you ever been to your middle school for
Last
like any
time I
reason?
ever actually went there,
Yeah,
I haven't been there since we
Graduated?
graduated. Oh wait, graduation. That's a story right there. We had a game day right before graduation, right?
yeah.
I got kicked in the face that day, I want to say.
Not by me. Not by me.
Not by you.
Not by me.
By someone else. My glasses ended up getting like it wasn't an
They
actual
broke your glass.
it wasn't an actual kick in the face. It was
Was
I
it
mean,
Oliver?
No, it was
Oh.
it was a foot to the face because we were going down this balloon obstacle course. I went
Yeah.
down the slide. Someone went right behind me. My stupid I was so stupid and I didn't get out of the way as they were going down. So I slid down foot first right into my face. Glasses got broken and
In what way were they broken? Like,
not fully broken, but the side got like all the way up. The what's it called? The arm of the glasses? Whatever goes on your ear
I
that
don't know,
keeps
I
your
switched
glasses on your
contacts.
face. Oh wow. Tough guy over here. But anyways, yeah, they got messed up and then they got realigned and fixed, but they were still crooked for a while. But anyways, to continue with that story, from that day I got a sunburn on both my arms because I'm very pale.
white people.
I'm
What?
very. I know.
Wouldn't know.
So I got pretty badly sunburned. And then the next day, I don't even know how hot it was. I think it was probably like 90 to 100 degrees. But we were out doing practice graduation. I was in short sleeves. My arms already sunburned. It was the very next day, as I said before. And my whole arms were just getting it all over again. And my last name is pretty far into the alphabet. So
You were cooking for a while.
I was cooking for a while, and since I was a shy eighth grader, I didn't ask for aloe vera until I got on the stage, and I was like, "Hey, can I get some aloe vera?"
No way.
And
you
I
asked, like,
showed
during mid graduation.
and I showed them my arms, and they were like, "Oh my god!"
The
So
principal like.
as I was on the stage, like I wasn't actual graduation.
Oh, it was
but
a practice.
It was the practice.
Okay, yeah.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, let's get you to the office really quickly." And they got me some aloe vera from not even from the nurse's office, from one of the staff's personal
One of the white
collection.
teachers had their own aloe vera.
So I got some of that, and to this day though, every time that I get a little too hot, or if I get a lot of sun on my arms, I get like some dots on my wrist, and I'm a little concerned about that. But I asked
It's
the
not cancer or
doctor,
anything, or
"What's up?"
it's not cancer or anything.
I don't think so. I hope not. But I mean, we'll see someday, I suppose. I asked the doctor, like right after that had happened, like, why do I have these dots still show up? And they didn't really give me a response. So So who
As
knows?
they do.
Maybe I'm dead. Maybe I'm dead.
Uh, yeah, I can't wait for like the Ryan's dead episode to be
Oh
released.
yeah, yeah. No, that's where my funeral is gonna be posted. Podcast funeral. I'll sign. I'll put that in my will to have a podcast funeral.
Like everyone like saying like their final like memories of Ryan. Like Ryan was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy. I don't know him very well.
Okay, we stalled a lot because we don't want to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm,
But
I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna die again.
we're gonna go into our fifth round now.
Oh yeah.
See you on the other side. Back from the fifth round. I won again. The same asshole keeps getting our asses every
yeah.
time. Nightmare on, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And yeah, it'd be lucky if either of us reached the like at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta say, it looks like it has tears coming down its face, and that's probably because of the atrocities I'm about to commit upon
It's foreshadowed.
upon its families.
It's like a dead kid, isn't it? Or like
I don't.
Five Nights at
I
Freddy's
don't
lore.
keep up with the lore personally. I try to
There-
because it's interesting, but
there's 10. It's like 10 years old recently, I think.
yeah.
Did you like see like what they're doing like all these like side games like the Dead by Daylight FNAF crossover is going to happen in 2025.
But
Also,
I
the
don't know.
second FNAF movie coming out or whatever.
It would be cool if we just got like a definitive end. It worries me that that's not gonna happen though.
I'd love to see it end, but like also at the same time, I'd hate to see something new begin.
That's true. I just want it to end.
It did
Have
technically end with the
every-
sixth game.
Oh, did it?
Or
I
like
don't know.
the Ultimate Custom Night, like that's a send off because like that has like all the characters from all the games, I guess.
Well, that's true, but like, I just mean for like lore purpose. I just kind of want it to end, not start anything else, and actually like close every single plot hole, especially that stupid box from the fourth
They
game.
say like, I think the guy Scott Cawthon who
Yeah.
made FNAF has like came out and said that the box originally like had its intended purpose, but
not
the
anymore.
series and the community had shied away from it so much that he had no choice but to like leave it in the dust because new things had like started.
I think I could
guess.
put something in there, just like a troll. I would take a troll face coming out of the box.
It's like a piece of paper with a middle finger drawn on it or whatever.
I would take that. That used to be my my greatest wonder as a child.
It was like the ultimate mystery.
It really was.
Like, what was Obama's last name?
Forget the pyramids of Giza. Of Giza.
Yeah.
That was the real question.
Hopefully the movies like cap it.
It
I
would
think
be
that's
nice.
I think that's the plan.
I mean, it's such a massive franchise. They can end it right now.
No, but the funny thing is they said like they're gonna make a movie for each game or whatever. So like,
Oh god,
because like the next one's gonna focus on Five Nights at Freddy's 2,
it's gonna be like the next Star Wars. At least in
the
length.
trilogy. On like the Twitter of like the guy who made the game, he like showed like footage of like behind the scenes stuff for like the next movie. How like they're making like molds for like characters, like print, like make out like the plastic models, and like when they show like the the toy Chica, when everyone's like, Aruga, or like
Oh, of
They're going
course,
crazy.
of course. It's not a shock.
enough about FNAF. This is about like school.
Yeah.
Ew, FNAF. Ew, yucky. Okay. This one's like several questions, but I'll combine them. What is your least and most favorite school subject?
Okay. Most favorite school subject. Okay, are we going off of like core courses?
It can be anything. Like not. It doesn't have to be like a. Like you know, just like math. Like what level of math? Like what grade? And you can include like your high school years because like
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
If I'm being totally honest, I really enjoyed Calc AB.
And you took the AP for that as well.
I took AP.
Was it AP Calc, AB Calc, or like was it
AP
like
Calc AB.
was that
full name.
the class name, or like was that that was just the? Did you take originally AP Calc and like it allowed you to do AP Calc?
Oh no. So the progression method or the progression was pre-calc to then calculus, either AB or BC, whichever one you chose.
Mm-hmm.
I initially chose BC. Then my teacher kind of scared me out of it. She was like, "If you don't like math, don't do this." And I liked math, but my last teacher before, she didn't teach it well. I didn't like her, so she made me dislike math.
One of the saddest thing, I don't want to expose a friend like this, but I saw a kid next to me, like a close friend, like a drama or whatever, and like I think he showed me a draft of an email he was writing to a teacher, for him to be dropped down from BC to AV because he realized he's not made for this. He's not enough
Oh,
for this.
yeah. I was also only in there for a week. I probably would have been fine, honestly.
Wait, you dropped out of the first week of BC?
Yeah, she scared me out of there. I also wasn't sure how much time I would have to drop out because our counselors are kind of strict
Honestly, I
about
just
that.
thug it
But
out. Or like,
I know I should have. I should have, but I didn't, and I'm fine with it. Kind of. No, honestly, I'm glad because the teacher that I got was awesome, and then she just retired after. She's honestly probably one of my more favorite teachers that I've ever had so far.
was it the fact that she was going to retire the next year, like, helped me recruit good? Like, she knew, like, this is my last year. I'm going to, like, be chill and lax or whatever.
It could have been. She wasn't necessarily chill. She was actually quite strict.
Oh.
But she clearly cared about the subject, and she cared about getting her students like to have fun with the subject. She was just a good teacher overall. But
Yeah.
she's honestly among the more strict teachers that I've had.
Honestly, I
It
kind of
shows how
like,
you can have that duality though. Some teachers don't.
yeah. Honestly, there's like a strict teacher I had in like freshman year. I don't know if you had him. Oh, no, I think maybe you did. In Algebra 2.
Oh no, I know who
Mr.
you're talking. Yeah, everybody loves him. I did not have him. I was like,
Yeah.
I had some obscure teacher no one's ever had.
But the thing is, like, he's very monotone, very serious. Apparently, he has like a fun side to him. Like for like golf, like he was like the teacher for golf
Yeah.
club or whatever. And like I heard like one time like one of the students like heard him pop off so hard or something at like a golf tournament or whatever.
Oh wow.
But like in class he wouldn't do that, and like also 'cause, like he was very like no one spoke in his class, like no one's like talked out loud, I guess. But still he was very like he had lots of like protocols and whatever. Like everything was done to the T. But I liked it a lot. Ben had him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like everybody that I know had him, and everybody just loves him.
Yeah. It's like you know what you're getting with him. There's no like I mean, I guess he does have a secret side where he's pretty like fun to be around, but still like you know what he's gonna give you right off the bat, and like he doesn't I was not like I was never a problem child.
Yeah.
But even then, if like you're one of the kids who like to like crack jokes or like class clowns or whatever, I try to be one sometimes, but I fail. But whenever you're in his class, he always like sometimes he might like make it like a retaliation like comment or he might like snap back, but he never like says stop doing that or like knock it off. He does not like want to like limit potential. Like if kids are speaking in his class, he will join in sometimes. And like if it's like for a good subject or like
Kind of like just a teacher trying to get more involved as opposed
Yeah.
to just shutting kids down.
yeah. Oh yeah, and also because like I had never seen him without a mask, and he had never seen me without a mask until
Oh.
like one either like on the not on the last day of school, but like one day I was popping in just to like turn in a piece of homework that I had to make up because like I once had COVID during freshman year. I had to like turn in a piece of paper like after school. I wasn't wearing my mask at that time, and he saw me, and I think he didn't recognize me, which was kind of funny. But then like he still accepted the paper. I don't know if he realized, hey, who is this kid, or something. But like he still accepted the paper. I went on my merry way. Last day of school, I think I shook his hand. Maybe I don't know. That is one man I would love to shake the hands with again. I don't know.
Oh.
It sounds weird, but
No, I get it.
yeah.
Speaking of almost getting COVID, back in I want to say sophomore year, I was I think in contact I had been exposed to COVID.
Are you still COVID free? Like
Right now?
or like,
Yes.
No, I know. Obviously, you're in my house right now.
Actually, no. I just brought a whole slur of diseases to you.
And wake up with like meningitis or something,
Yeah.
whatever. But like, did you have COVID yet? Like, have you ever like had it and gone away?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I think I tested positive once, but I can't fully remember honestly.
A funny thing that happened like a few like weeks ago, I may or may not have had COVID. But the thing is, the symptoms had gone away too quickly for them to do a test. Like for my parents did like a home test on
Yeah.
me, like one of the like test kits. But my brother had gotten COVID I think apparently from me or so. But the thing is, when I tested, I got negative and he got positive. So if anything, maybe like he just got COVID and I just like brushed a little bit off, but I still didn't get COVID. And no one can prove that I got COVID, I guess.
That's fair. I think I don't know, I think it's kind of going around right now. I know my dad just got it like last week.
Well, isn't your dad like a right wing or left wing or whatever?
He hasn't gotten any vaccine for it. So it was kind of worse, but yeah.
Does he like ever like? How did the news break out to you or like come to you?
He just texted me.
In what way? Like, hey, you can't come over to my house or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, I'm feeling sick as shit. I think those were his exact words.
Yeah.
So, it was. I was lucky to not get it for sure. But anyways, back to the original story I was making, which is actually a more view of how I view our medical, nurses over at my high school. So I went in there to go hand my paper that I was COVID free. And they yelled at me because I could have had COVID. They yelled at me for being there because I could have had COVID, but I was handing them the thing saying that I didn't have COVID.
Were you wearing a mask or like?
No. It was sophomore year, and I waited until like the middle of the day because they weren't there in the morning when I had gone to check, because they don't like getting in early or something. I don't know. So I went during study hall, which is like 5th period, halfway through the day. They were mad at me for not giving it to them at the very start of the day, because then they were like, well, what if you were walking around with COVID the whole time? If I had COVID, I wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe they thought I was a really massive school enthusiast. Like, I mean, I kind of enjoy school for the most part. I like the learning process of certain classes. But, like, at the same time, I will gladly take a day off of school if I can.
Yeah.
Especially back then when I was in sophomore year. My God.
I remember being like the good boy I am when I found out I had COVID during freshman year. I wrote emails to all the teachers saying, "Hi, I will not be here for the next week because I have had contracted COVID. Please send me any materials covered in class for the upcoming week so I'm able to stay like up to date." And then I hate like after you return to school after having COVID, and like at lunch, you might remember this. They made me go to a different room.
Yep.
In like a weird boardroom they had like kept away from like the cafeteria to eat lunch in private.
Yep.
And like I think it was for 2 weeks, and like during those 2 weeks, like 10 days I guess, at the school, I had to stay by my lonesome eating lunch. I guess like I was able to like watch YouTube, like hooray.
Yeah.
No one was there to, like judge me like while I was watching like some guy played like Nintendo games or whatever.
Yeah.
But like still, that was like near the end, like that was halfway through semester 2 freshman year when that happened. And
yeah, they were very strict with that rule. And I mean, I get why they wanted to isolate, but like 2 whole weeks after, I don't even think the CDC was saying do that. Like,
yeah,
they were saying like 5 days at max, I think.
All right, so that was we talked about your favorite subject, or like your best.
Yeah, my least favorite.
Now your least favorite?
English or history, one of the two.
History.
Now, I'd honestly go history.
Was it what year would you like cement that for you? Like what year?
Junior.
Okay.
Junior year, instantly. Freshman year, I enjoyed it. Honestly, I have to say sophomore year, I enjoyed it too. It's never been like my most favorite subject, but I've never disliked it until last year, my junior year. Hated it. And I don't know if it was just my teacher.
What was it called, your history class, if it had like a funny name to it?
It was just History Excel. But, I mean, I was given Harvard business law packets that I had to read through and then make discussions on, because I was an accelerated historian, as she liked to say. And it was the worst. Like, there was AP history that we had. It was U.S. history, I should say. U.S. history accelerated.
Did you take any APs for like history or whatever?
I have not taken an AP history yet. I don't know why. First 2 years of
Did you take
high school, I was scared
AP
of it.
Hug freshman year or no?
The fact that I don't know what you're talking about means
AP
no.
Human Geo?
Oh, no,
Okay,
I did not. I did not. No, I took world history. I was afraid of AP back then. And even now, I wouldn't want another AP class, so. But, I mean, my teacher was acting as if AP was lower than Excel almost. Like what kind of accelerated class has Harvard business law packets? And we had like 4 of them. They were like 30 pages each, deep dive into history, and I appreciated that.
Do they give you like time to like read them or like take notes, or like is it like
it was like
next day? go.
It was like 2 days, maybe. I can't even remember.
Oy vey.
Maybe like 3 4 days. But we had to annotate it all, like every single page, giant annotations, and then she would then annotate with us the next day. So it's like, what's the point of even doing the work? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything against annotations too much, but it was a lot more of a workload than I was expecting because I took Excel instead of AP solely so I would have less workload because I was already taking like 3 or 4 AP.
Yeah.
I think 3 AP classes. But mostly what just irritated me was the fact that we had to have like whole discussions on it right after. And then I also just didn't like how she graded things in general.
Did you have to write essays?
We had to write big paragraphs. She never
Oh.
called them essays. Even though I would end up writing about an essay amount because that's what she was acting like we needed to do. She would give a lot of mixed messages like, oh, you need to write more on this topic. And then you write more on the topic and then she's like, no, you're writing way too much.
I always write too much, I think, for like essays, I think. And like
yeah.
for my junior year history classes, I had or like social sciences as they call them because
Ooh.
science school, nerd school.
Yeah.
My teacher, I had him for both semesters and like we had two different classes. First semester I had it was like ancient world religion and philosophy, and the second semester was like the world in 20th century. And then I had the same teacher. First semester we had a bunch of readings about like mythology, so like it was interesting, but also kind of like not important to like fully like soak in, I guess, or embrace. They were interesting, but like I was able to like do the writings and whatever essays. I had enough like more than enough materials to like cover, but like I wasted lots of time like taking notes and whatever. But second semester for like 20th century history, all the writing assignments were like somewhat looser, I guess, or like all like the note taking like readings or whatever. They were loose, and like we had to watch like 5 movies on our own as notes.
What?
We had to like take notes on like movies. If I'll remember them. One of them was Modern Times, a Charlie Chaplin film regarding like business or like technology and whatever. Several of them are like World War like 1 and 2 films, but not like popular like actual like footage of like old films made during that time, I guess, like as like propaganda. And they were all bangers, I'd say. They I enjoyed them. Me and my roommate, we watched them together because we were in the same classroom.
It's always nice.
We watched in our free time together, so we got popcorn, turned out the lights, stayed up all night watching these movies. Oh, yeah, and like I don't know. He was a pretty like he was like I'm 100%, I am 99% sure he had read it or like he has read it, cuz like he speaks so actually, or like he like is able to carry conversation like so far just on his own, cuz like he knows a lot about topics and he knows how to speak Mandarin. He like bursted it out one time like on a reading, like he spoke like extremely well Mandarin once, maybe twice, and also like maybe in a different day like Japanese for some reason.
Wow.
But when he did it, it was like, oh, neat. So I guess like he earned his credits, I guess. He earned his title or like history teacher, but he was a pretty kooky guy. And I liked him for that. It was pretty nice. I shook his hands on the last day of school as well.
Handshaking.
Was eighth grade year social studies, would you say that was a bad year? Let me just say like
I'm trying to think what we even did.
We watched a movie.
What we did.
Hotel Rwanda.
The Constitution, Hotel Rwanda. I can't remember who the teacher
Constitution,
was.
Mr. Steele.
That's right. Didn't he have like some? I don't even know.
Huh?
There was some sort of drama with him after we left, but I can't remember.
I think maybe he yelled at a student or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I don't know. He was nice. We had the like one
Yeah.
like Nazi book or whatever we had to read with him. But
It's very forgettable in my opinion. I mean, my best social studies teacher was probably in.
we learned it was about like we watched 2 movies. Hotel Rwanda and Cinderella Man, the boxing movie. about
Oh
the Great
yeah,
Depression.
Cinderella Man. I
Yeah.
remember that.
They were good
Eminem
movies,
song.
and like the class topics, the Great Depression, Rwanda genocide,
Right.
they were fine. I had no qualms with them.
Yeah, they were decent topics.
But like, did he? And he was always like active. Or, like he didn't. He seemed passionate about it.
Yeah.
I love a teacher just passionate.
Yeah. He was a pretty well liked teacher, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think he also did track.
Yeah.
Cross
No, he
country.
did cross country. Yeah.
Yeah.
At my brother's graduation, because spoiler alert, I have a younger brother. I said it in the last episode. I have a younger brother. He graduated this year. When we saw the teacher, like from like after like 3 years or so, that was nice. He's still. I'm surprised like how many teachers like left from the middle school or like, because like apparently they were like all like sitting down like in the chair section. FNAF.
Yeah, FNAF time.
Back from the sixth round, we tried things differently this time. We were seeing who could die the quickest, rather than
Yep.
who could last the longest. You instinctively got out in 1 second from
From the same way that I got him out in
the
0.9
goofy goober
seconds. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm really good at dying to that guy.
Yeah. So I guess you can take that dub.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
2-4.
Yeah.
I'm on the comeback streak.
Okay. Let's see how long we take this. All right. This question is, what aspects of middle school do you like more than high school? Like aspects that you say like were gone when high school started
Okay.
that you missed out on.
That I miss.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, the small school was nice. Smaller class
Yeah.
sizes. But if we're talking about like genuine parts of middle school that I miss,
Yeah.
not much changed from middle school to high school, I want to say. I mean,
New environment, I guess.
new environment mostly, but our school, we switched for classes. Like we switched teachers for classes. I think most schools do that. It's pretty common.
Yeah. No more homeroom teachers.
Yeah, we had that for a while though.
And high school or no?
No, for grade school. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, that was
yeah.
kind of weird. We did that for like the first.
We
two
did have that
grades,
for-
and then third grade we started switching, and then fourth grade we went back to the same.
No, and in eighth grade too, we had like a homeroom teacher of some sort, because like
That's true.
the teachers swap classrooms rather than the students walking around to avoid COVID transmission in eighth grade.
Oh yeah. When you went in, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, what I miss though,
E-learning.
e-learning. Nah, I mean homework loads were a lot less, obviously.
Yeah, because like they can't give like
Yeah.
seventh grader like read 13 chapters.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. There's not a whole much that I miss.
Any clubs, you say?
I wasn't really in clubs back in the day, and right now I'm only in one club.
Tech club.
Cybersecurity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that like helping you out with your what major you want to go in, or like your like?
No.
Oh.
Helps for the college resume though.
Yep. Padding.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on. I need lots of like padding. I
I
guess.
know. I could use some more myself.
Well, next year I'm taking a bunch of like leadership positions in clubs and whatnot.
That's
but
always nice. Next
I
year.
don't know. They're not really like connected to my major anyway. But like
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of like doing them for like just cause they're fun. It'd be good to like be more active in my school.
Next year I'm going to be working with the tech department during the year, but I don't get paid for it, so I'm gonna see if I can count that as volunteer hours. Because that would
I mean like
that
if
would
they're
be
not, they're
insane.
not paying like
Because I'm not actually learning anything. If they tried to argue that I did, I mean, I've done it already. I know the stuff. But that would be great for volunteer hours. Like 45 minutes a day for 180 days of school. That would be a lot of volunteer hours.
yeah.
So I would 100% take that.
Is there anything that like you gained in high school that middle school like lacked that you put high school above middle school for?
100%. I think both a sense of self and also just learning. Like, I feel like in middle school, everybody was my friend. Or at least I knew everybody. And
Yeah.
then again, we had a really small school. I mean, it was like 80 people. But
Yeah,
it wasn't
per
that
grade-
small. But
per
compared
grade
to
level.
compared to other schools, we were smaller. But I mean, here I have 10 close friends, maybe. I know other people, but I can't say it's the same. Obviously, there's just a big shift in the atmosphere. You don't feel so much like a community. It's more realistic.
You're more on your own.
Yes, in a way, but you're not at the same time.
Yeah. It allows you to like build like self-development or
Yes, I have changed fundamentally as a person since I started high school. I will say 100%. Like I am
Yeah.
a completely different person now.
in a good way.
Yes, yes. In a very good way. No, definitely. I think it's much better to be in high school.
Yeah.
Even though I gotta say I was terrified at first, but it's mostly the shows and movies that make high school seem like such like a nightmare. Like you can't even get to your seat because people are always in the hallway.
Bully's gonna like, hey nerd,
Hey,
where you going to
nerd.
class?
Not on my watch. I'm gonna put you in a locker, steal your lunch money,
Some
and then
early
shove your
signs.
head in a toilet. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. Well,
Not
maybe.
to us at least.
Yeah, I'm just too cool. No, I'm sure to some people it has, but it doesn't happen as much as they make it sound like.
What kind of what what's like the worst kind of people you've ever met at high school?
I do my best to not interact with people I don't think I would click with, but that being said, I still do interact with them at times, and
It's interesting to see like their viewpoints or like how like opposite they are.
definitely, it is important to get that experience, but I think I've had enough of that experience for one lifetime. At the same point, though, the worst people that I have had to deal with, it's a little petty, but and again, this is going off of I don't interact with many people. Usually in group settings, just when people don't do anything and then they blame you for that.
Yep.
That's really it, and it's very minimal compared to what other people may have to go through. But I personally, it's the worst, and I will say that I'm lucky for that being my worst, the worst people that I've had to deal with.
Yeah. I think for me it's usually just like slack off kids. You just talk to girls. Ew.
Oh my god.
No, it's the people who like have like a relationship and that like that's their only personality trait.
No, that's true. That's true.
Because it's not gonna last. It's funny.
What I hate most is walking behind a couple, and they're holding hands in the hallway, which is fine. You can do that, but just
PDA.
walk faster than 1 mile per hour, please. Please. That's all I ask.
I've seen like videos of like people like walking purposely in between them to like separate them.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you ever do that?
I considered it many times during Valentine's Day, but I was not bold enough.
Like National Girlfriend Day was like a few days ago or so.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
We're
goodness.
recording
I'm so
this in
glad.
August, early August.
I'm so glad I wasn't in school for that, because that would have been a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
every couple in the world, everybody's holding hands. I may become a bulldozer on a day like that. Who knows?
Just A train.
Can't stop the A train, baby.
All right. FNAF.
Oh boy, let's go for it.
Back from 7th game, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. I won with 12 seconds. You had 4.6.
Yep, that was
You got double comboed from like
I
a Phantom.
did. I
and
died from a
Fennekin.
phantom, and then stupid Nightmare Young got me again. Every single time. Every time. It has to make sure that I die.
He's always out for you. Okay. I'll go into our last question for the episode. Damn, we're recording for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The question is, since you are a senior, a rising senior that is,
Rising
do you
senior.
have
Super.
do you have any advice or comments you would like to give to a rising freshman other than your phone number?
Other than my phone number, yeah. No, super senior is not in my pay grade just yet, but one day maybe. So I would say, first
I
things.
fear becoming a student, like having to be held back a grade, like
That
in
would
like
be
your
scary.
graduation grade. Jesus Christ, that would be like a nightmare.
That would be pretty bad. But anyways, my first thing, as I think I said before, High school's not at all like any sort of really depiction of it in movies or TV. Those are made by like 50-year-olds. They
No
don't know what
one
they're talking
bursts
about.
into a musical song or anything,
Obviously.
unfortunately.
I think you have to get ready though to realize that you will have less support systems most likely. People who were your friends will potentially find new friends,
Or
might leave
they
you in the
won't be
dust.
with you for like a majority of the time anymore.
Yeah. There's also going to be a lot more classes, so you're not going to have classes with all your friends. You're going to have to get ready for that. If you're not very good at socializing with people, you might honestly be picked out or as like
An outcast?
an outcast, or you might be just picked on in general. And that's
No good.
it sucks, but it is kind of what happens. So, I mean, you can either like try and be more social, get more out there, or you can just try and avoid, see what happens. I don't know. I haven't tested that strategy myself, but
There has to be a point, like, if you, like, do it too much where it, like, rebounds to the other side and, like, becomes, like, I don't know, like, instant popular or whatever, like,
yeah, I don't
aura
even know.
points. It's like,
Yeah, you
no, I
become the
wanna be
mysterious
Not Lunch
person.
No, I want to be Not Lunch Redhead. No, I want to be Not Lunch Redhead. No. If you want to try that out, be my guest.
Yeah, actually, comment, say how it goes in 4 years.
Yeah.
Nah,
Also,
yeah. Sorry, you go.
yeah. Also, don't be afraid to like branch out or like experiment. Your first like 2 years, like freshman, sophomore, maybe junior, but like junior, that's when you start like formulating plans. Your first 2 years are supposed to be your understanding what you have, understanding your resources and utilizing them to the best of your ability. Because the next few years, like that's when you start planning for like college. That's when you start like doing like projects or like leading clubs and whatever. Like getting out there and doing actual stuff. You should use your first 2 years to like get a good grasp of what you have available to you, basically.
100%. I would completely agree with that. Don't think about college too much for your first 2 years, but also have it in mind. I would also just suggest join a club. You know, you will find
Several, yeah.
you will find people, and at the very least, even if you don't, you'll be in a better position. I mean, if you do want to have a leadership position for something like college, it helps to get in there early. You get to know the club better. You get to know how it's run better. Like I just joined the club that I am in this year, and I'm gonna be one of the 3 seniors, so I'm probably gonna be in somewhat of a leadership position. And quite honestly, that scares me because I don't know how the club is run very well, and I also am not the most skilled at the topic. And if I had been in there since freshman year, I would likely be in a much better situation.
Yeah. Strike when the iron's hot, I
Absolutely.
guess.
Absolutely.
And like, don't be afraid to ask questions during your first year. So like, you want to like take in as much information as like possible and like to know anything basically. Like, if you want to join a club, like if there's a club fair or whatever, ask like how big the commitment is, what you can get out of it, like what are like the positions available for like leadership or whatever.
100%.
And like join club, like even if you join clubs that are like low commitment needed, it's better than doing a club like no clubs at all.
Yes. Another thing to continue with the experiment and just like try new things. What, you're like 13, 14, starting off high school. You're still a teenager. You don't know really who you are, what you want to become yet. Maybe you do. And if you do, that's great. That's awesome. Run with that if you are very set. But at the same time, maybe you were wrong about who you thought you were initially. And maybe you'll find out something new about yourself.
Don't be afraid to change during your
Yes.
like 4 years.
I mean, honestly, even after high school, like, you're going to keep changing as a person.
Your body's changing. You're at that age.
Yeah, you know what? We have to sit you down. We're going to have to talk.
Okay.
No.
Young.
No, that's not for us. But anyways, yeah, like just don't be afraid of trying new things. Very, very old phrase, but like don't be afraid to like get out there and just like do something,
And like many new clubs, they're dying for like new people to like show up.
That
like
too.
even if you have like no experience in like, okay, I'm in an a cappella club, spoiler or secret out, I guess.
Oh.
Even if you have like no experience singing, it's still a good opportunity to like get into it and like who knows, you may develop other talents. You might go to be reading music and like, that can help you like become better at using instruments or like other stuff from like clubs that like help bring out other traits or like help meet new people and make new connections and like doing stuff with other people is fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to change topics a little bit. After I've been on here for so long, I've started, student becomes the master. So,
Oh,
Brent,
boy.
I have a question for you now.
No.
So,
No.
I'm just wondering with
What about
that
FNAF?
with
I'm
that
just kidding.
recent with that recent revelation or reveal, I should say. Which instrument do you play in a cappella group?
Throat.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm a tenor, but I might drop down to a bass or baritone depending on how many kids show up to the a cappella group next year.
Very interesting.
Because literally every other, okay, the a cappella group is made up of sophomores, juniors, and seniors. All other male members that are basses and tenors, they all excluding me, they're all seniors and they all graduated. So therefore,
Oh.
I need to do a lot of like heavy lifting next year, like recruit as many boys possible.
So, funny thing about heavy lifting, have you ever seen a bear lift something heavy? I know, it's crazy. Sorry, I just had to really become a host there for a
like
second.
picnic tables or whatever, to like get food hidden underneath.
No. So, why don't you like lay down your deepest note?
Wait, what?
Deepest note.
Note?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you could definitely be a bass. All right.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
stopping there.
Holy shit, you could be a soprano.
Oh. I used to do a killer Elmo impression back in the days, but
Oh my God.
not anymore.
So it's just gonna become random facts.
Maybe. Do you have anything else you want to share with the audience? We're going to close the episode soon.
Yeah, if you care to listen for a whole hour and 20 minutes.
We're going to be doing our best animal impressions.
Oh yeah, this is albino giraffe. This is dolphin for you.
Don't they go?
No, it's like a.
Oh, I can't do it. That's my SpongeBob impression. Oh, no.
That was a sheep for you.
That is a bear stomach growling or
All right, you want to hear this one? You'll never guess.
Cow?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, jeez. I can do a killer, like, villager, I guess, from Minecraft.
Oh. Okay, I just hit you.
Did
I just traded with you.
they make sound effects for that? I haven't
I don't know.
I haven't touched Minecraft.
Dude, I can do a killer
hot
zombie.
4 year do a zombie. Oh, wait, I could do like a
Holy shit. Jesus. Can you get a spider going? I can't do a spider.
I could do an illager, I think. That's a death one?
Just being lit on fire.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh well.
Well, I hope you enjoyed.
You want to end this episode?
Oh no, I was ending the segment.
Oh, okay.
I hope you enjoyed
Our
Minecraft and real life
audio
voice
simulations.
impressions on the B Road.
Yeah. Okay. How about we do one more game of FNAF to like
Oh yeah.
close it all?
Yeah, this is a real tiebreaker here.
All right. The score's like 2 to 5.
2 to 5. I only have 2 because of
This one will be our shrine. This will be worth all the marbles.
all the marbles. Yeah, we'll hit them with that last
All right.
minute plot twist.
See you at the end. Is that what I'm gonna do? All right. Is that what you?
Oh, it's beautiful. That's
Okay.
beautiful.
We finished that game. I won again, so that makes me the winner for today's episode.
Shocking. Would you like to say the times?
Oh yeah, I got 18.1 seconds. You got 6.8. 1 millisecond away from the golden number.
I know. 6.7.
Yeah. SMH. Is there any? We're gonna close the episode soon. Now, is there any final comment you would like to leave, or like any final like remarks?
Drugs, not hugs.
Yep. Save until after marriage. You know what I'm talking about. Hand holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame on you for thinking anything else.
Yeah, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, if a bee stings you, apply some ointment to that.
Yeah, don't be racist. Will that get me canceled for saying that? Or like,
Well, no, I think it's human nature.
we'll like counteract like two sides of the same coin or whatever. You know, like, you know what some people say like, or like, you can like say like, I am being being anti-political is a political statement or whatever, right? Like everything is political, like all art is political or some nonsense, you know?
I'm not on the same track here. You're taking the A train, I'm taking the B road here, okay?
All right. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode. Thank you, Ryan, for being a guest on my episode.
Glad to be
If
here.
if you, the listeners, like Ryan, not in that way. If you like him as a guest, maybe you can see him again as a guest for later episodes. Or maybe sometimes we might release episodes of us playing games like Lethal Company. If you want to see us play games like that together and you want to see Ryan join in, hit the smash that like button.
You're not doing it right. No. Where's the end? Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Hit the Isn't it smash it? Yeah. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Okay.
Smash that like button.
No.
Subscribe for more content. Click the bell for more notifications. And leave a comment saying what you would like to see next in the next episode.
Yeah, specifically, if you want to see a podcast of a game, you know, no footage,
No
just
footage, okay,
audio.
just audio.
Okay, that's the main point
All right.
that we're trying to drive home.
Thank you for joining me on the B Road. See you again next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.